Before I gave this raised bed garden to my neighbor, she looked at it and said something that caught me completely off guard.
I can't believe I can actually have flowers this year. I haven't been able to have flowers.
This raised bed claims that it's sturdy, ergonomic, easy to assemble, and even the perfect gift for gardeners. So today, we're putting those claims to the test to see if this Garvee Raised Garden Bed is a hit or a miss. Now, I only had one person available today. That was me. So I decided to see what would happen if I built the whole thing by myself. Before starting, the instruction book lays out all the parts. There are 12 main pieces for the structure and a handful of screws and hardware. I grabbed a drill, some clamps, and started putting everything together. The instructions were pretty straightforward. It's mostly just lining up the cedar boards and running screws through some pre-drilled and countersunk holes. There was really no part of the assembly where I recall actually needing two people, but there was a lot of screws. A whole heck of a lot of screws. Having two people would definitely cut down on the time needed to drive all these screws in. But having an impact driver helps as well. Just imagine having two people with two impact drivers. The real key was lining everything up perfectly before driving the screws. This way, the finished product looked pristine. This little tool holder on the end is the perfect finishing touch. In total, it took me just over 40 minutes working alone. But honestly, if two people were working on opposite sides and running screws at the same time, I can absolutely see this thing coming together in under 30 minutes. So for the assembly claim, I'm calling this one a hit. The next claim is about construction quality. Garvee said this raised bed uses thick cedar boards with cross supports to keep everything sturdy. There were even sections with mortise and tenon joinery, which helps make this bed super rigid. Now, cedar is a great material for outdoor garden beds because it naturally resists rot and insects. But the real question is, does it actually feel solid once it's assembled? So the weight rating on this bed is about 300 pounds. To test that, I loaded up with bags of mulch. And then I tried something that would normally expose weak construction. I tried to rack and twist the frame. And honestly, it didn't move. One thing I really liked is the center support leg and cross brace. That helps keep the long bed from flexing, and it should even be more solid once it's full of soil. For a cedar raised bed like this, the construction is actually very solid. So for build quality and strength, this one is definitely a hit. The third claim is that this raised bed is ergonomic and easy on your back. Now, if you ever done gardening at ground level, you know what that usually means. A lot of bending, a lot of kneeling, and eventually a sore back, and the possibility that you can't get up off the ground. But this bed is about 31 inches tall, which puts it at a really comfortable working height. You can stand and work in it, or you can actually sit in a chair and garden. And that makes a big difference if bending over is difficult, or getting back up is difficult. Whether it's because of age, injuries, or just years of gardening and experience, the height actually makes the activity accessible again. So for ergonomics and comfort, I'm calling this one another hit. The last claim is that this makes a great gift for gardeners. Now that sounded like marketing language to me, until I realized I had the perfect way to test it out. My neighbor loves gardening, but with her knee issues, she has a hard time getting back off the ground. So instead of just reviewing this bed, I decided to give it to her. When she saw it, the first thing that she said was,
What are you going to plant it? Are you going to plant it in the sun or shade?
"Well, that's kind of up to you, because this is yours."
Oh, you built this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't know what to say. I can't believe I can actually have flowers this year. I haven't been able to have flowers.
And honestly, that told me everything I needed to know. Because if a simple raised bed can help someone get back into gardening, that is a pretty powerful gift. So for the gift test, this one is an enormous hit.
I don't know what to say. How can I?
Here, just give me a hug. How about that?
Thank you.
Now, even though this bed is a hit overall, there is one thing that I think Garvee could improve. This raised bed doesn't have any drainage holes in the bottom. Now, it still may drain naturally once the soil's in here, but I really don't have a scientific way of testing that. I personally would like to see a few drainage holes added just to make sure that all the water escapes properly and there's no standing water at all in the bottom. That would make the design even better. So let's take a look at the scorecard. Assembly, hit. Construction, hit. Ergonomics, hit. Gift test, huge hit. With just one small improvement that I'd like to see with drainage. So overall, this Garvee Raised Garden Bed lands firmly on the hit side of the meter. If you know someone who loves gardening, but struggles to bend over or even get up off the ground, something like this could make a bigger difference than you might expect. Remember, Big Stacks grows, Big Stacks builds, and Big Stacks makes. And I'll see you next time on Big Stacks Small Workshop.